Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Pearl Light. Welcome back. If you're a subby, thanks guys for returning once again for me. And welcome if this is your first time watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. As some of you may or might not know, I'm pregnant at the moment. Yay, I know, thanks. I'm pregnant at the moment, and as you can imagine, like I'm a YouTuber, so I watched like a lot of YouTube videos. And like since being pregnant, I watched a lot of like what I didn't expect kind of videos, what's in my hospital bag, everything under the sun, pretty much. Labor videos, all that stuff. I've watched the stuff, so I'm so excited to do my version of what I didn't expect about pregnancy, or what took me by surprise, or what I feel like people didn't tell me and I just kind of found out by myself kind of thing. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about, and I'm going to do a review at the end of this video of some preggy products. Before I get into the 5 things that I'm going to share that I didn't expect or that took me by surprise, I just want to say like my pregnancy has honestly been like pretty great. Like this is not a me complaining video about how hard pregnancy is or how hard I've had it, because from the stories that I've heard, people go through some things where it's just like, you what? You what? You know, like when I find out, it was so shocking. I was like, I have it really easy. Like, like this is an ideal pregnancy type of situation. It's just been so amazing. Baby's also healthy and growing really well. So I just want to thank God for that. Let's do it. Okay. So first thing on my list where I feel like, okay, people hype this a lot. And again, like this is based on your experience. This is based on my personal experience during my pregnancy. Just the thing about cravings and like how it's uncontrollable. You're gonna send your husband out in the middle of the night to go buy you chicken wings because you can't sleep because you have to have chicken wings. No, that's not like, no. No. So personally for me, like with the cravings thing, I feel like I'm still the same as before I fell pregnant. Like sometimes I feel like eating something, but it's never ever uncontrollable where it's like I have to have it now. I have to satisfy this craving. And I feel like it kind of gives pregnant women like a, how can I put it? Like an excuse to just kind of pig out. Because it's like, shame, you can't control it. Yeah, just eat this. Oh yeah, no, I'll go get that for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like cravings like should never, ever, ever be satisfied. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying for me, I haven't been having cravings where it's like uncontrollable. I must satisfy this urge, or I'm gonna be cranky, or I'm gonna be just a terrible time. No, that hasn't happened. So another thing, the second thing that I'm gonna talk about is the cost of actually giving birth. So I don't even know how we came to like finding out, like going to the hospital and finding out, okay, how much is it to actually give birth, and the medical aid plan that we're on, and how much medical aid pays, how much we pay. And honestly, like I was shocked, like I was like, this is expensive, you know, popping out kids is expensive in private hospitals. So yeah, for me, like I was just really taken aback by how much it actually costs, and how much a C-section costs. You know, like I was like, what the heck? So for me, like no one had told us like to go to like the hospital that we're gonna go deliver in and find out how much it is to actually give birth. We just, like when we were already maybe like 4 months, 5 months, I think 4 or 5 months, we were just like, okay, no, maybe we should go to the hospital and find out like how much actually it's gonna cost, because praise Jesus, we're on medical aid. You know, that's not a small tin. It's not a small tin. So I think for us it was like, okay, medical aid technically, like normally you pay like 10% of the total bill, and the medical aid or the health insurance pays the balance. But not with giving birth. Nope, doesn't work like that. You pop it out. You be popping out that stash. You know what I mean? So for us, like, that took us by surprise. Like, oh, okay, it's quite something, you know. So that's definitely something that I'd say, like, if you're expecting, go to the hospital of your choice or the clinic of your choice and find out how much actually you're expected to pay to have your baby, you know, so that you are able, or you're in a position to plan and not be taken by surprise when now your water has broken and it's like, oh, we just thought medical aid, or we just, you know. Number 3, morning sickness. Like, most of the time it would be like, yeah, no, I had morning sickness, I threw up in the morning or whatever, TMI, you know, that kind of thing. But for me, like, it was all day sickness. Like, I wouldn't actually throw up. I never did. Thank you, Lord, because you know how I feel about that. So it was like all day long, you know. So that's another thing. I'm just like, for you, maybe you might have just like the morning period or like the evening period. I've heard that as well. That for me, it was just like pretty much all day. So that's something that I wanted to point out as well, because I was surprised. I was like, nah, it's like 3 p.m. Like, why am I still feeling like this, guys? This is not, it's not a cute look, you know? Number 4, people like talking about how when the baby is born, you're never gonna sleep again. So you better get your rest before they come, blah, blah, blah. For me, like, I'm like, nah, guys, like, the sleeplessness starts before the baby actually comes. Because imagine you can't sleep on your back. That's another thing. Forget about back sleeping for 6 months, pretty much. Because, yeah, but you guys can Google that. So you're sleeping on your side. So obviously, like, you're turning a couple of times at night. And obviously that turning wakes you up because you're heavy. You know what I mean? It's not like you're just turning your usual body weight. It's like there's extra now. So that disrupts your sleep. And then the waking up to use the toilet disrupts your sleep. So I feel like that's like something that people don't really tell you, that, okay, listen, around like 6 months, 6 months, that's when your sleep is really starting to get like a bit jacked up, you know. But it again, maybe it's from person to person, but for me, that's something where I was just like, oh, okay, so this is a thing, you know. And I'm yeah, the sun, yeah. So number 5 is stretch marks. Yes, I know, no, I'm sure you guys are shocked that this is actually in the list, but it's in the list. Why is it in the list? Because stretch marks are not a respecter of persons' body parts. You know, like, they will come for you anywhere, huh? Calves, thighs, waist, belly, whatever. Wherever there's skin, it can come for you. So for me, like, a lot of the videos and stuff that I'd watch was like, no, you know, even before you start applying like tummy butters and whatnot on your belly. Make sure that you're applying many oils and that kind of thing on your belly. The emphasis was on the belly. So there I am thinking, yeah, no, I've got this unlocked. Like, I'm gonna start, you know, before I'm even showing, so that my skin can get more elastin in it, and it can get to stretching easier, and I won't get stretch marks on my stomach. But then I forgot about my waist. And guys, like, when they came when they came, I was like, pa, what thing? Huh? It was like, they just came for me, you know. I wasn't expecting it, you know, and I wasn't putting no tummy butter on my thighs neither. So that's something that I wanted to point out, that, guys, whatever you're using on your belly, use it on the rest of your body, period. Now we're gonna get into the review, and the products that I'm gonna be reviewing are by Palmer's. So basically I'm gonna review the Palmer's massage lotion for stretch marks and the tummy butter for stretch marks. Like, I've watched a lot of reviews and stuff, and sometimes I feel like the products that are being reviewed aren't relatable to me, or I watch a lot of American YouTubers and they'll be talking about stuff that is only available in the US. So I really wanted to do this little review so that I could share stuff that my African subscribers or African viewers can actually access, and you don't need to be like buying stuff online. So I'll get into the tummy butter first. Like I'm saying, guys, I started using this tummy butter even before I was showing. So honestly, like, there are no stretch marks on my tummy at all, like on my belly at all. So I really highly recommend this tummy butter to prevent stretch marks 100%. It's really thick though, like really thick. So in summer it's not a joke. Yeah, but it actually dissolves pretty nicely onto your skin and it's not heavy. And then I have the massage lotion. So I ran to this one when the stretch marks started just coming for me. Like, so I feel like the reason why I haven't found this to be effective is because I started late. So basically it says it helps reduce the appearance of stretch marks, but I feel like this would have been more effective if I had started this before I started gaining the weight and before my skin started stretching. But I've always been a fan of Palmer's products. I like the way they smell. So I would say, guys, even both of these, I think this one I should have started earlier. This one is the bomb.com. Okay, is it, guys. That's the 5 things and the review that I wanted to do for you guys regarding what I've been using. These are the only products that I've used in terms of like stretch mark prevention. So I hope this video really helped. If you like my vibe, all you got to do is subscribe. It's that red button down there. So subscribe and click the bell button next to it so that you're notified every time that I post a video. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.